Yeah, I mean, y'all do what you want to do, but I just want to caution y'all. Might want to consider this. You might, before you go criticizing folk, uh, we're all human and mistakes have been made. You might want to consider that we might, most of us, I mean, the vast majority of us, might very well be the descendants of a whole bunch of perverts. Like, you ever wondered, you ever see a look in your grandmama's eye? Like, there's something she was about to say, and you know you seen it in Pappy's eyes. Oh, sometimes he was looking at my Mama. I really like that new piano player. You didn't like her fingers, you liked her blouse. She ain't got a lick of sense. What kind of blouse was it? I'm not going to talk about it for you. You know, at the time, I couldn't even figure out why she was upset all of a sudden. I'm like, you like piano music? I mean, I was looking at her daughter. And her niece. uh, you know how them Southern families are. Be honest though, her niece wasn't mean enough to date me. Well, not yet. I mean, she she toughened up years later. I mean, maybe about now she might. Yeah, probably. Seen the last guy. Yeah, I think she might have toughened up a bit. He had scars, missing some teeth. I don't know if he had those from before or after. I wasn't not a witness. I'm not testifying. Uh, I've seen photographic proof of my grandpap. I mean, he back in the day, buddy, that Grecian formula. Dapper Dan. Like he was so comfortable. He made it look like a leisure suit before that was a thing. Man, slick. His big eyes of his. And, come here, baby. Like he he knew he was slick before, and now he knows that she knows. We're doing all right, baby. I think we can do better today. And I'm telling you, I got that. Like he was that smooth. Oh my. I mean, there's no way that our generation invented it because there wouldn't be our generation. It's been going on a while. In many varieties, thus the diversity. And we're really finding this out from some of the genetic tests. We're Portuguese. Where'd that come from? I thought we was finished. Huh. Boat people. It's one of those 1172 BC. The sea peoples. Huh. Yeah. Like when Moses, because I got him from the river, uh, found him floating in a basket on the river. Yeah. That's where this baby came from. I swear. That better be the last baby comes from the river out of this house. Looking like a Hebrew. Oh, Lord, I apologize. Oh, I'm just a garbage human being. Oh. Oh, if I didn't offend you in the last video, I hope you hung around. It might be your turn today. Ooh, oh, oh, these aren't career choices. You don't make this choice, it finds you. Oh no! Those are not the words that just came out of my mouth. What did I do? Oh. You know what's crazy? And I'm becoming an expert, is fourth wall break. All right, everybody take 5. We're doing a fourth wall break here. All right. No jumping around. Quiet on set. There are stories, there are events that I've witnessed firsthand, stories I know to be true. Like I've done the research and the fact checking, and yeah, it happened. There are jokes that I know that I will not tell. I suppose I don't know. It's someday it's possible if someone's in the right dark place, and this story might bring them out. I suppose it's possible, but it's difficult for me to imagine the utility in some of these awful things. How that makes us stronger or builds us up. Some of the incredibly awful things that people have done to one another. I don't want to think about them, let alone repeat them and have you think about them, let alone some psychopath that's less informed than me, perhaps, hears it and thinks it's a great damn idea. Holy shit, I never heard of doing blah 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 to those. Oh my god. The thems would really hurt. That'd tear their shit up, wouldn't it? No, um, I'm not gonna give stupid people better ideas to be more stupid, faster, more efficiently. No. If you figured out some way to help somebody, I might contribute to help you refine your craft. If you're smart enough to take my good advice and turn it evil, well, obviously we need to weed those folks out. And that's why you have to arm yourself every now and then, unfortunately. Because the evil smart ones or the smart evil ones or whatever you want to, however you want to quantify it, we haven't figured out a way to preclude them from existing, as far as I can tell, without becoming ruinous despots ourselves. And thus becoming suicidal race of human beings, thus killing the human race. That's not plain enough. The utility of freedom, I don't know. Self-sacrifice is one thing. I just, is self-sacrifice enough to keep the people I love safe, or do I need to arm up to take out the people that would do harm to my closest, dearest people? Those ones that I love. What what world do I actually live in? Would I be at peace if I went out knowing that I did everything I could? I'm not saying I have the answers. I'm saying I think I have a vast number of the questions. I think I have a lot of answers to back them up. To get to some of the hardest questions. Some of the hardest questions I think matter less the more you know. Just like the less you know, the more the hardest questions perhaps don't really mean that much to you. Like if you're a drone ant, you have a rather simple triangular sort of life where you go and get things and bring them back and get a reward and get sleep and go work, get a little bit of sugar, some sleep, go work. bring back what you got. And, you know, the queen of the ants has a more complicated world, more input, more output, more needs to exist, more questions that need answered, and bigger questions to encompass a larger hive that the drone may not even know exists other than just a point at which it gets fed. Like the drone may not even be aware of the signals from the pheromones, whereas the queen may be able to process the pheromone direction, strength as values that vary from in direction, strength, time, who knows, oxidation from UV exposure as opposed to oxidation from you know air movement. Who knows what that larger brain and more sensory organs in a queen ant versus a drone ant. What does that mean? What are all those extra folds for? What questions does that cortex ask? So the more we expand our mind, this goes a little bit along with what Neil deGrasse Tyson says. As we expand our knowledge, there's an envelope around that knowledge that gets larger. So that the more you know, the more the envelope of the unknown expands. If that makes sense. What you know, if there's a balloon, what you know is inside the balloon. What you don't know is outside the balloon. The balloon itself is that difference, that envelope between what you know and what you don't know. That's the envelope of ignorance. And the bigger that balloon gets, the larger the envelope gets. So, can we stretch the metaphor? The larger our knowledge gets, the thinner the membrane itself is. And perhaps we don't need to even expand our knowledge. We can see through the envelope in certain areas. And then perhaps in specific zones, we can tunnel out through a portal. Into a specific realm, perhaps explore that realm intensely, a specific reality or a sisterhood of realities. Could we explore the different moralities, physics, politics of a similar universe next to ours within a multiverse of existences? Why would you torture yourself with that? All right, somebody's going to have to order food for the break. Union rules. We passed 20 minutes. So we get the Teamsters on the roll. Ah. And order me some ice cream, would you? I wonder where that ranks on the list of international words. There are many English words, many words that are understood pretty much universally around the world. And they have changed a lot in the age of the internet. It's pretty neat. Like in 1940 or some, it was interesting. There was a big change because of World War II. But 1940, internationally recognized words were like okay, Coca-Cola, Nazi, like in any language. So you could be the okay Coca-Cola Nazi, and someone in Manchuria, London, England, Venezuela, Lima, Peru, Paris, Finland, Moscow would all understand what you're talking about in 1940. Bet your ass in Poland. Probably also words like Schitt's Creek. Probably be shot Kriegscheiße, right? It'd be Scheiße Krieg. What is wrong with me? Why? Why? Are you taking notes? At least. I mean, if an idea pops in your head, just write it down. Uh, would you believe I've never done psychedelics? Well, well, I, I mean, I believe there are 2 times I was slipped LSD. I didn't voluntarily partake of psychedelics. How do you get to that place? Well, one was a second date. Oh, I don't know if I was a good boy on the first date or a bad boy on the first date. Or maybe both. Oh my God. The third date was spectacular. Thanks, Neil. Oh, oh. You're the best, man. I'm never telling you that story. Oh, oh man. Uh, oh, I turned my phone bleep across the room. It really did. It went, did you hear that? It did it again. Or maybe that was just, nope. Oh. So, as you nestle into bed this evening, don't say a prayer for Uncle Goat. Say a prayer for yourself for listening to this old fool for 26 and a half minutes. Because you know, as you drift off to sleep, you listen to a small, still voice coming out. A big, hairy, scary, fat man. Just know, I'm still here, cocksucker!